Hello friend, welcome back to my lecture on innovation and startup using convergence of technology and industry 4.0. So friends, this is very emerging topic and this is uh, relevant to this scenario and this new scenario, this new current web world. So innovation is very important and a startup is also very important. So government is again and again government is saying about this innovation and startup. So how we have started the things? We have started the manual things and then we came to know the power of steam as well as we came to know power of electricity and then we have switched on assembly line. So it was a very wonderful development. We have switched from manual system to power of steam. So wonderfully we have switched on this electric system. So this was the big development during the previous era. The electric motor it was the big development, electricity is the big development, and we have started industrialization. So this way we came from this, we have moved from this manual system to this industrialization. So when we see all these things, so how this happens, so we have divided it into different era of development. So it is called industry 1.0, industry 2.0, industry 3.0 and industry 4.0. So we are today we are in the era of industry 4.0. So this is revolutionizing the world, and previously in industry 1.0 time we have mechanization. That time we have started the mechanization and steam engine was there at that time, and steam we came to know the power of steam and water, and factory system has been started since industry 1.0. So all these things happen during this industrialization, this industry 1.0. So this before the industry 1.0 we have done all these things. So we have switched from manual system to power of steam, and then we came to this electricity all across the world, and we have started industrialization. And this was called, this is a tremendous change over the society. So this was called industry 1.0, and then came to the industry 2.0, and factory system is already started, but industry during industry 2.0 mass production has been started, and we have started the assembly line. We have started electrification, globalization is there. So all these development happens during this industry 2.0, and during industry 3.0, more and more we are using the computer, and emergence of internet is required at that time. Autonomous production, ERP, all these types of development having in this industry 3.0, and today this is miraculous industry 4.0, and we have been lots of technology. We are talking about the innovation, we are talking about the skill. So we require the more and more skilled manpower, more and more skilled workforce, human resource. So to cater the demand of this industry 4.0, so we are talking about the cyber physical system, we are talking about the big data, artificial intelligence, robotics, internet of things. So many things are evolving in this time, and all the industrial revolution started with the introduction of the disruptive technology, which acted as a change agent across industry. So this is happened during this industry 4.0. So this is wonderful, and we have started robots, and lots of robots being used in this industry 4.0 era. So we are talking about cyber physical world. Our robots are IoT enabled. Previously these robots are not IoT enabled, and automation already started, but the smart robot, we are talking about the smart robot, internet enabled robots, AI enabled robots. So this is happening this industry 4.0. So these are the things which is going day by day, which are changing day by day. So now we are talking the convergence of technology. So convergence is everywhere now. So we are creating new technology by combining, by collaborating the previous technologies, the existing technology. Robotics is there, natural interfaces is there, 3D printing is there, IoT, Internet of Things, cognitive system, next gen security. So all these new technologies are there. So we are innovating and accelerating towards new technology. We are combining cloud technology, big data analytics, social business, mobile technology, mobility. So convergence of, we are talking about, now we are talking convergence of people, application, thing, data, devices. So this is we are talking about. this is happening right now. So this is wonderful era of technology, and we are doing lots of changes in this era, and we are benefited by the technology. So you can see this slide, and here these things are not exist before 2006, but all these things are part of our life, and they are very important right now. iPhone, iPad, Kindle, 4G, Uber, Android, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp. So these all are part of our life, and they are very important in our life. And without these things, we cannot go ahead. So this is the development going today. And this is one more amazing fact that to reach 100 million customer, telephone has taken 75 years, while web has taken only 7 years, and Facebook has taken 4 years. Instagram is taking its within 2 years he is reaching 100 million customer, and games like Pokemon Go is taking only 1 month. So you can see the speed of IT, speed of computerization, speed of IT literacy. So this is the tremendous growth in field of this ICT. So it means new generation is more capable to understand the IT technology. He is more related by the information technology, and PUBG like games, they are very popular right now, but maybe there are some many drawbacks of these technologies. So, but still we have to think about the positive side of this all this technology. So this is happened today. So this is the time and how the growth of the ICT you can see here. So cyber physical system, where the computational element is cyber physical system, the system is collaborating computational element controlling the physical entities. So here this is about the cyber physical world, where computational element control communication, we are collaborating with the communication, collaborating with the information, physical, cyber, everything is there. So computational element controlling the physical entity. So this is the cyber physical world. So this is industry 4.0, and we have reached here by this manual system. So between this journey we have been lots of milestones, and we have moved from, we have mm, changed our way of working style. So we have moved from mechanical to cyber to automated, smart, AI, machine learning, IoT based learning, IoT based devices, and the list goes on. So we have been so many lots of machines, lots of the systems during this journey. So finally we came to this era of innovation, this era of ICT. So manufacturing is now, the manufacturing is not this. So this polytent creating manufacturing, this is the time has gone about this pollutant creating manufacturing. So we are talking about the digital manufacturing, we are talking about the green manufacturing. So we have been robots, and these robots are working, and these robots are designing and preparing the things. You can see different robots are in the automobile industry who are making the cars, and we have been smart robot, we have been different types of robots. So all across the industry and manufacturing work, these robots are the robots have been used, and they are using, and investment on robotics are increasing day by day. So in 2009 it was expected 135 million billion dollars in robotics. So during this crisis of this COVID-19, so it is very important that we should have lots of robots in place of the human. So we have to consider social networking. So that's why we have to install more and more robots on in our company premises. So big data, predictive analysis, virtualized process, modeling and simulation, high performance computing, robotics. So all of these technology are leading technology. So these are the tomorrow's technology, tomorrow's manufacturing, and smart and digital manufacturing. We can call it smart and digital manufacturing. So this is the time, and we have to innovate towards this direction, and we have to develop our system, and we have to start our startup in this direction. Physical component like mechanical, electrical parts are there, during these smart processors, smart component. We have been lots of sensor, microprocessor, data storage, control, software, embedded operating system, and digital user interface, and lots of things. Connectivity component are there, wireless connectivity, ports, antennas are there. So this is all the things. These are all are the physical component, smart component, and connectivity component are the part of this IoT and smart manufacturing product. And we have been huge machines, we have been large machines, so we require this skill set, and we can start our startups on towards this direction. So this skill set we have been huge machines. So it is told this time that one person today does the work handled by the 30 people over 40 years ago. So the persons are doing great this time. One person can do the work which is same as the 30 people 40 years ago. So up to 40 years, 30 people, how much work daily without any rest if they are doing the work. So that much work is done by one person in one day by these machines. So machines are very powerful, and productivity is improved day by day. So this is happening today. And so all these things, for all these technologies, all these industry 4.0 technology, we require worker 4.0. So these workers should be equipped with these technology, and they should know all the technology which is helpful to execute, to operate all these machines of the industry 4.0, all the technology of industry 4.0. So we require worker 4.0 means we have to train our human resource just like they will fulfill the demand of industry 4.0. So this is very important, and this thing is very important. Industry 4.0, we are talking about the education 4.0, we are talking about the web 4.0. So everything is increasing day by day. So the challenge is very important. The challenge is, this is very challenging, that we are this era of this COVID, and we are being suffering this COVID-19 pandemic. So this time we have to come out by this COVID-19 pandemic. So we have to think about that. We have to train our worker accordingly, and we have to improve our technology accordingly. We have the complete paradigm is shifting towards the new direction. So this is happening today, and these are the different these are the different technology of the internet of. As I am talking about the IoT and Industry 4.0, so Industry 4.0 having all these parts, and these all technologies are included in Industry 4.0, and new and newer technology are also becoming the part of this Industry 4.0. So widely, this is a very vast Industry 4.0. New innovation is going on, new technology are coming inside in coming part of this industry 4.0, and we are moving towards industry 5.0. So we are talking about the simulation, autonomous robots, system integration, internet of things, cyber security, cloud computing, additive manufacturing, augmented reality, big data. So all these are the part of this industry 4.0. So I have taken the title of this lecture, innovation and startup. So we can start our startup, we can develop where we can create our startup towards this direction. We can work on big data. We can individually, we have to business on this big data. We have augmented reality. We can develop the product of augmented reality. Additive manufacturing is the one of the field. Cloud computing, we can provide the service of cloud computing. So we are talking about a make in India as well as made in India. So cybersecurity is very important right now. So we have to work, and we have to start our plans on cybersecurity, to provide the facility of cybersecurity. Internet of Things is very important, and small things are going to be internet connected right now. System integration is very important. So simulation is important. Autonomous robots, we can start our startup towards this direction, maintaining the robots. So there is no provider of robot maintenance. So right now, so we have to develop our startup toward this direction. We have to innovate new things. So the makers of fourth industrial revolution are, who knows biotech, who knows nanotech, who knows neurotech, green renewables, ICT, mobile technology, 3D, AI, robotics, sensing, space technology. These all are the emerging technology, and these all are technology are part of all the technology are part of fourth industrial revolution. And if we know these technology, then we are the makers of industry 4.0. Then we cannot say that we are unemployed if we know all these technology. So we are employed, and we can develop your startup and our startup. So this is very important right now. So this has to be understand by our student, and this has to understand we technocrate as well as we professors, faculties. So we should know all these things. So this is very important, and cloud is very important. Cloud makes our devices so powerful. So we have left behind mainframe era of during 60s. We have been the era of mainframe computer, and then client server computer came during 80s. So this is the transition from mainframe to client server computing. And today we are backed by this cloud computing and backed by the big data centers. So in this journey we have been web computing, we have been personal computing, personal computer, we have client server computing. So lots of computing are there. So we are talking about this cloud computing where like electricity, as we take the electricity and on behalf of that electricity we are paying the charges. So accordingly, this cloud-based computing and internet-based computing, whatever resource we require, software, information, whatever we require, that is available on rent on cloud. And we can rent this technology, and we can rent the technology, we can rent the software. So everything is available on web. So our devices are so powerful right now. You can see, and we are in the era of ubiquitous computing. We are in the era of pervasive computing. We have been lots of devices previously. During mainframe era we have only one device which is used by shared by many persons. So this is the era of this new computing. This is called pervasive computing era. So everyone having the different devices, smart devices, electronic devices. So we are surrounded by the different devices. So this is the new world, and we require only one connection. Our device is so powerful, it can access anything from the world, from the cloud. So we don't have to worry about the connectivity, about the router, about the hardware. So this is the older world, but this is the newer world. So this is the faster work, and we are having better performance system, better performance devices. So this is the things happening. And so we are talking about SaaS, PaaS, and as software as service, infrastructure as service, platform as service. Whatever the platform, infrastructure, software, whatever we require, it is available on cloud. We have been huge data centers. We have the power of touch. We have the power of connection. So by single connection, by single power touch, we can connect it with whole world. And the devices we have been we are having these smart devices, our Kindle, our tablet, our mobile phone. This is so powerful and so resourceful, and we have huge resource. We have huge database on our mobile phone, so we can access by this. So it is backed by the huge data centers. Data centers are all across the world. It is spread. These data centers are spread all in huge area, in large area. So one data center is around 1.5 times a size of football field. So this is the cloud. This is the data centers, and some of the data centers are underground. Some of the data centers are on Mars, and some of them are in cold ice area of the Antarctica. So this is the things. And Japan has its data centers on underground under the earth, and Siberia having the different data centers. So negative part of these data centers, they require lots of energy. So they are consuming and releasing lots of carbon, and consuming the oxygen. So this is the negative side of the data center. So we have to take care about this also. So Microsoft has established its data centers on cold Siberia. Sun has its data centers underground. Google has its data center under sea. So under sea, that signals penetrate easily. So this is the different type of data centers. Google, Microsoft, Facebook, IBM. So these companies having the data center all across the world. So they are backing us, and they are backing our systems. And we have been this wonderful device. We have switched from this older switched from we have change our older device, older mobile phone to this new Android-based mobile phone, this is smart mobile phone, and this is a wonderful device, and this can integrate the things, this can integrate the information. So this is great effort towards this direction. So the model of generating, consuming data. So this has been changed totally now. So we are having the new model. Previously, some of the organizations, some of the print media and news channel, they produce the data and everyone consume that data. But today the model has been completely changed. Everyone is producing the data, and everyone is consuming the data. So this is the new model, all of us generating the data, and all of us are consuming the data. So this is the new model. So we are going towards this direction. So we are talking about the big data, we are talking about the big educational information, climate information, social media information, digital pictures. We have huge amount of the large amount of the purchase transaction, cell phone data, GPS signals. So this is called big data. So this big data is big challenge as well as big resource. So we can say our human resource is not capable to handle this type of data. So today we have large volume data, large velocity of data, and large variety of data. You can understand variety of data means different type of data, and volume of data means huge amount of data we have, and velocity means 2 minutes is too late. So it is very important. The time factor is very important right now. So you can understand this fact by this slide. So the data which is collected up to 2003, that much data in 2011 is collected in 2 days, and in 2013 same amount of data is created every 10 minutes. So this is amazing. And today data volume is increasing exponentially. Maybe same data is collected within a second. So this is the speed of data, this is the speed of technology. How we are collecting the data, this is the speed of technology. So you can see this speed, and you can understand this speed, and you can feel this speed, how much data we are creating and how much photos are we are uploading in an hour in our mobile phone, by our mobile phone, on Facebook, on YouTube, how much pictures, how much videos we are uploading daily on YouTube. So this is the capacity of these resources. So so this is really wonderful technological era. So Facebook is creating lots of data, it is generating huge amount of data. Twitter, Flickr, YouTube, so they are consuming, they are producing the huge amount of data. All of us are generating data. All of us are collaborating on Facebook, YouTube, Flickr, Twitter, WordPress. So this is these all are the social media. Scientific instruments are producing huge amount of data per second. We are producing the data. So we are taking the climate information in every second, in every minute. So this way we are generating the huge amount of data. Mobile devices, we have been lots of mobile devices, sensor technology we have been, and we have been networked. So these are the different data collection uh, by the different way of data collection. So the human resource, now the question, the older human resource is capable to handle this data, this huge amount of data? No, the older human resource is not capable to handle all this data. So we have to train our human resource, otherwise he will not capable to handle this data. So we have to start our startup, we have to innovate the new things, we have to innovate new technology, and we have to train our human resource. We have to make our startup towards this direction, which can generate and which can manage all these data. So this is the one of the area for developing the startup, and going towards this area. This is the challenge as well. This is the new new way of choice for us. So so traditional approach is no more sufficient to handle today big data. So and the traditional machines are also not capable. As I have told you, traditional human resource is not capable, as well as traditional machines are not capable to handle this huge amount of data, this huge population. So we have to scale up our machines, we have to scale up our storage, we have to scale up our computational power. So otherwise we will not compete with others, with other country, with other competitor, other companies. So this is the things which is going on, and we have to learn new languages. Like in case of the big data, we have to learn new language like Hadoop, HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system. We have to learn MapReduce. We have to learn R language. We have to learn MATLAB. We have to learn Cassandra, HBase like Sybase or DBase. We have been Edge-based. We have been Hive query language like SQL. We have new query language Hive query SQL. Hive query language which is compatible to this big data. So big data requires big network, big data requires big software, big data requires big storage. So to fulfill the demand of this big data, to process that big data, so we need new businesses. We have to think a new way. So our perspective or thinking should be changed, and we have been new area, we have been new area of job as well as big data analytics, data scientists. We have the job of data scientists, we have the job of data analytics, we have the area of big data analytics. So how to manage very large amount of data, extract value and knowledge from them. So this is very important. This is the role of data scientist. So data scientist is very important right now. So we can develop our startup towards this direction, that we can analyze the data and we can report it to the company, and company will pay us on behalf of our work. So data, after all, data is an asset. So we have to think about that. So deeper customer knowledge is very important. So you can see the malls. So per day in malls, how many customer visit on the malls. So we have to understand the feeling of the customer, which they want and which type of the product they prefer. So we have to market on, we have to we have to develop marketing strategy accordingly. So this is helpful. This big data is helpful to extract all the things. In IoT is very important right now. Billions of devices are going to be connected with the Internet of Things. Day by day, we are having different devices which is smart, going to be smart. So we are expecting that every mobile, every auto, every door, every room, every part, every bed, chair, basket, home, office, building, hospital, everything which we are going to connect with the internet, and they will work automatically. So it is expected that 26 billion units will be connected by internet up to 2020, up to the end of it has been expected. It is expected by the computer scientists, by the statistician. So the population of the world is 7.6 billion. Up to 2020, it will be up to 2020, it will be to 7.6 billion. However, the connected devices will be 50 billion up to 2020. So per person having these connected devices, these IoT based devices, maybe per person having 6 to 7 devices which is connected by the internet. So this is the speed of internet. You can see your mobile phone 10 year back, what is the position of your mobile back, or 5 year back, what is the position of your mobile, which technology we are using in these mobile phone, how rapidly we have changed our mobile technology. So accordingly we will change this IoT based technology, and rapidly we will change this IoT based technology. So this is the future. So we are moving towards Internet of Things. So we have to establish our startup towards these things. So we have to innovate. Otherwise, we will be fail. We have to today. We are not renting taxi on the traditional way. We are renting taxis on through Ola or Uber. Somehow these business are down right now due to this COVID era. But previously we are habitual to use Ola and Uber, so they are very beneficial for the user, customer, as well as the companies, the owner. So everyone is collaborating, everyone is earning money by these Ola and Uber business. So Zomato is the example. So we have to think about the new concept, and we have to think about the new technology. Otherwise, we cannot business. So we have to business because of our new generation. I have already told you that 100 million customer, the reach of ICT on 100 million customer is within 1 month in new era, new generation. So new generation is grabbing this new technology very fast. So so that's why we have to plan our business accordingly. So this is innovation, this is startup. So robots is very important. As you see this in this slide, the robots is implemented on as a security guard on Microsoft Office. Google is doing lots of trial on driverless car. We are talking about the nano robots. We have been this wonderful mobile phone. One mobile phone having is equal to 14 gadgets. You can see it. We are using mobile phone for the different purposes. We can take eye view, we can take air view, we can take heart monitoring, we can uh, perform glucose monitoring by these mobile phone by using some accessories. So these are the different uses. Mobile can be used as a X-ray imaging. Smart wheels are connected with the mobile phone. So these are the different technology which are handled by this one mobile phone. Means one mobile phone is equal to 14 gadgets, but this time it will be more than 14 gadgets. So it is so fast and it is so useful. And sensor, we are talking about the sensor. We have been huge amount of sensor in our mobile phone. We are having lots of sensor on our automobile, on our space, on our aeroplane. We have been different sensors, robots having sensor, these camera having sensor. So we are talking about sensor as service. Like in case of the cloud computing, we have software as service, platform as service, infrastructure service. Same way we are talking about the sensor as service. So this is the new technology, this is the open source technology. So sensors are very easy. Sensor, the cost of sensor is very day by day its cost is decreasing, and the microprocessor is speed is increasing day by day. And internet speed is also increasing day by day. So this all the things making possible this IoT. So IoT is very bright future of IoT. You will see the bright future of this IoT. So sensors, we have seen sensor all across the board, all across our life. So you can see the smart sugar check machine, electronic machine, sugar check machine, smart fitness band, smart health band, smart mobile, smart glucose meter, smart shoe tracker, smart uh, electric appliances. So these all are devices. Partially they are automated and they are partially internet connected with the internet. But in future, all these devices will be work in a as a single unit. So that time we will call that Internet of Things is the completely we will call the Internet of Things. We have seen different devices. We have seen the smart door, smart coffee maker machine, smart car, smart washing machine, smart TV. So we have been different concept. We are talking about all the things we are converting it to the smart. So but they will in future they will work as a single unit. That time we'll call it completely Internet of Things, complete the time of Internet of Things. So you have seen the ad that husband and wife, while they are going to home from the office, so they are talking with each other that you go first. So why they are talking about this? Because the room is so hot that the room AC is who will enter the home, so he will suffer by the that that hot room. So but after this Internet of Things, so they are on the second half of that particular ad. So they are talking about while moving from their office, when they are moving from their office to home, so they have remotely they have operated their AC, and they have started their AC. While they will reach the room, they will reach in their home, the home already will be cold. So this is the thing going towards this direction. How this direction? So our machines on agriculture farm, they are going to be smart, and we can operate remotely all these machines. So farm machinery and the field of agriculture, we are doing so many things. And this way a, a person sitting inside the home, he can operate his tractor. So he has GPS, he can see the area which is fertilized and which can be cultivated. So from the remote devices he can do all the things. So sitting inside his home, he is operating his he or she is operating his tractor. So this is possible right now due to this Internet of Things. So we have been smart machines, and these machines let us to know when to re-irrigate, when to re-fertilize our field. So these smart agricultural smart sensor devices on ocean, under ocean. So they all are the future of smart sensor, smart camera, smart nano sensors on ground, ocean, and autonomous vehicle, airship. So these are the future of technology. So we have been such type of the smart systems, a solar enabled irrigation system. So solar panel is attached with this small irrigation system, and there is a moisture sensor. So this moisture sensor is sensing the field condition. If the field condition or moisture level trigger, so the machine automatically suck the water from the ground, underground water. It will suck the underground and it will start irrigating the field. So it will save the energy, it is smart, and it is IoT based. So we are talking about this type of devices. We have been smart charging stations. So we are talking about the renewable source of energy. So we require this type of system right now. So we can start our startup towards this direction. We have been this smart house, smart, where all the component, all the electric appliances are connected with each other. So we have expected this we are expecting this type of the smart house, intelligent home. So suppose we have parked our car on garage, and suppose some door is open, we have left some door open, and the mirror of the window is open. So accordingly the sensor will sense and accordingly send message or alarm in our mobile phone. So this is happening towards this direction, and this is the newer concept. And start automobile is a newer concept, where suppose we are going towards some tour, and somehow in between we require our car automatically sense that when to refill and what is the nearest petrol pump. So it will suggest us, so we have to refill the petrol or diesel on our car. Accordingly, in case of the maintenance, if car require maintenance, so car sensors will automatically, or IoT based system will automatically alert us or suggest us that the particular nearest maintenance shop, and it will alert us that we have to, or we must have to maintain our car pressure, or etc. And in case of any adverse condition, it will automatically send message or call to police station, and police came to help us. So this type of the system, they are connected with the different ground station. They are connected, car is connected with the petrol pump, with maintenance shop, with police station, with fire station. So everything is connected with each other, and all the things work accordingly automatically. So this is the newer concept. These are some new example, some case study as well as example. The Heathrow Terminal 2, they have implemented the smart loop, where the embedded sensor automatically clean the washroom, and in case they can they can alert the maintenance crew if there is any problem. So otherwise the system automatically will run and automatically clean the washroom. So this type of the system are there. And we are talking people connected to think. So now the people are also connected with the internet, and the smart ECG center sensor inside our heart, and motion sensor in our as a fitness band on our hand or on our foot. So they will sense our condition, they will sense our health condition, and accordingly they will send the information to the internet or to the cloud. And cloud is already connected with the hospital, with the databases, with the framework. And accordingly cloud having the softwares. So according our health condition, according our pulse, according our BP, all information goes to the cloud, and cloud based software calculate our heart attack rate. Suppose in case of in any adverse condition, so cloud will alert us in our mobile phone that you are going to be attacked within 10 minutes or 5 minutes. So we will be alert by this system. So this is the our whole system, our whole body is tracked by this Internet of Things. So this is the future. So we can develop our startup towards this direction, towards in the health direction. We can develop our startup towards this smart fitness band, or so, because the future is this, and new generation is using all those things. But the older generation is liking the older system, but new generation, the coming generation is liking the new technology. So this is the future, and we are going towards this direction. And we have also worked on smart water quality assessment so previously. So this was the project which is funded by Uttarakhand Science Education and Research Center. So this was the wonderful work, and we have done. We have used different sensor, PS sensor, turbidity sensor, TDS sensor, temperature sensor. This is connected with the Arduino. We have been GSM, we have been monitoring center, LCD. So accordingly, it alerts us the quality of water. Basically, that project is developed for the Nainital Lake and Bhimtal Lake. So we have patented this work. So this is we have done in this direction. So these are the reference and explorer, and this is the model of our device. So internet-based device and IoT-based device. So we are using here in IoT Things to speak IoT framework. So we have done lots of trial, and right now we are also our device is also in a trial phase. So it is working perfectly. So this is again we have done on soil testing. So this is also patented, and this work also sent for the patent. So the same type of work we have done. So to judge the quality and to find the quality of soil also. So this way the things are going on. So this is the time where we are talking about the learn, unlearn, and relearn. So we have to learn the new knowledge, and after some time when this knowledge is outdated, we have to unlearn the things, and we have to relearn the new technology. So this is the time. The literate of 21st century will not those who cannot read and write, but those who can learn, unlearn, and relearn. So this is very important. So this is very intelligent codes, and this is very important that we have to learn new technology, and after some time we have to unlearn if new technology replaces the older technology. So this is the time, this is the going, this is the time has been, this is the demand of time. So we are talking about the fusing the physical and digital and biological world. So we are talking about the man machine supremacy. So we will be supreme if we are collaborating with the machine. Otherwise will not be supreme. So as I have already told in one slide, in previous one slide, that the machines are so powerful. One machine can work, one person can work about 40 people. If 40 people work for 30 years, that much work one person can do in one single day. So this is the power of man. So why this is power? Because man and machine supremacy, not alone, alone, only man cannot do all this wonder. But man, if man and machine they are collaborating with each other, then they are doing the wonder. So this is the time, this is the wonderful time, and we are doing so hard, and we are giving so much output right now. So man machine interfacing, we are talking about the man machine interfacing. Robots are so powerful, but robots are not capable, not so powerful alone. Robots are not powerful. If man is behind the robots, then it is very powerful. So man machine, so we are talking about the man machine supremacy, supplement or replacement. So they may be supplement, machine may be supplement, and machine may be replacement of the man. But man machine supremacy means when man and machine both are combining their skills, that it will be the wonder. So Sophia is wonderful development of this era. Sophia is the great development for the computer scientists. So this is the first robotic citizen of the Saudi Arabia. She can speak very well, and she can deliver extempore speech on any topic, and you can ask any question, she will answer you. So last time she was in India, so this was very big development. Ross intelligence, we are talking about the Ross intelligence. So Sophia and little Sophia is also, we the scientists has also launched little Sophia. Child Sophia was also, they have launched. So cloud based robotics, we are talking about cloud based, smart cloud based robotics, we are talking about industry 4.0, and the things Google won the patent, start building work with the robot and personality. So that you can see this statement, this second paragraph. One multitasker, bots are very important right now. Bot from the momentum machine can make a gourmet hamburger in 10 seconds and could soon replace the entire McDonald's chain. So this was the amazing change of this area. This was the shift. So it is the world of cyber physical world where everything is likely to revolve the, around the machine and cyberspace. So this is and AI and speech recognition. We are doing wonder on AI and speech recognition. So we are using these machines. So we require this new concept. So we have to start or start up towards this direction. Amazon is doing, and Siri. We have been Cortana. We have Google Home. We have lots of speech recognition devices. So Siri control Echo, Google Home, Alexa. So example of machine learning. These are the many example of machine learning. And IBM Watson is very important right now. IBM is doing lots on this AI and this direction. We have been 3D printing. We can create, we can develop any type of the shape. So this will be our startup. This will be the future startup. This type of the future startup, augmented reality, AI, computational thinking, robotics are very important. Companies are making cupcake. So like 3D printer, if we print any paper by this 3D printer, 2D printer, or if we develop any type of shape by the printer, if we prepare coffee by the coffee making machine, so why not cupcake by this 3D printer? Why not pizza by this 3D printer? So this is the future. So things are happening in this direction. So you can see the actual implementation of this 3D printer. So in USA, in United States, in Beverly Hills, Chicago, New York, there they have implemented, they have installed confectionery 3D printer. So they are preparing 3D printer. So this is the time. So we are talking about the 3D knitting. We have been different, we can develop different, we can create different shapes of 3D knitting. And uh, so this is the output of this is 3D. We are preparing the clothes by the printer. So this is future, this is the new technology. Drones are used everywhere. Drones are very important right now. We are preparing drones, and drones are very useful. They are very helpful in security, they are very helpful in agriculture, in all the field they are very helpful. So we are talking about the bioscience. Cell free protein synthesis is the somehow they are connected with the ICT. Virtual reality is very important. TV was wheeled into our class. So this is what told today. TV was wheeled into our class all those years ago. So soon virtual reality become the experience. So this time of this during this social distancing time, during this COVID crisis, this is very important that we have to learn our classes by this virtual reality. So security is very important. We have not done lots on this cyber security. We have lots of challenges, we have lots of opportunity on this cyber security in this field. So thank you guys. Finally, I would say the convergence of technology, convergence required everywhere, industry 4.0 required everywhere, IoT, big data, cloud are the future. So we have seeing all this technology and all the future technology. So we have to start our startup. We have to innovate new things. We have to, if we are to keep changing our technology, if we are innovating the things like Google, like Microsoft, they are innovating the things, they are innovating, they are launching the new and new technology. So they will survive, otherwise they will not survive. So guys, thank you very much. Finally, I hope you understand all the things. So thanks again.